There are several reasons why the 1987 film RoboCop is considered awesome. The unique blend of genres. RoboCop combines elements of science fiction, action, and social satire, creating a unique blend of genres. It offers thrilling action sequences while also delving into thought-provoking themes about technology, corruption, and the human condition. The film serves as a biting social commentary on various issues such as corporate greed and privatization of law enforcement. It explores the consequences of unchecked power, media influence, and the loss of humanity in a technologically advanced society. Furthermore, RoboCop's sleek and futuristic design has become iconic. The film showcases impressive visual effects for its time, with the suit conveying both strength and vulnerability. The character's distinctive appearance has since become synonymous with the franchise. Before we get into it, please remember to like and subscribe. It's a small click for you, but for us, it does really mean a lot. So here are 10 things about the 1987 film RoboCop that moviegoers might not be aware of, probably. Number 10, inspirations for RoboCop. The inspiration for the 1987 film RoboCop came from a variety of sources. Edward Neumeier, the co-writer of the screenplay, was originally inspired by a combination of news stories about urban crime and corporate takeovers, as well as classic science fiction literature. Neumeier and his writing partner, Michael Miner, wanted to create a film that blended elements of action, satire, and social commentary. They drew inspiration from movies like Blade Runner and The Terminator, which explored similar themes of man versus machine and the impact of technology on society. In addition to these cinematic influences, Neumeier and Miner also incorporated elements from classic science fiction literature, such as Isaac Asimov's 3 Laws of Robotics. The idea of a human police officer transformed into a cyborg, with his memories and humanity still intact, was a key aspect of the film's concept. Overall, RoboCop was created as a unique blend of different influences, combining action, science fiction, social commentary, and satirical elements to create a memorable and thought-provoking film. Number 9. Go! Paul Verhoeven originally turned down the opportunity to direct the 1987 film RoboCop. When he was initially approached to direct the movie, Verhoeven was not interested in working on a science fiction project. He found the idea of a robotic police officer unappealing and did not see the potential in the concept. However, after being persuaded by his wife and reading the script more closely, Verhoeven changed his mind and ultimately decided to take on the project. He realized that RoboCop presented an opportunity to explore themes of corruption, corporate control, and the line between man and machine in a satirical and thought-provoking manner.
Some of our humanity is being squeezed out of us by technology.
Verhoeven's decision to join the project ended up being a pivotal moment in his career. RoboCop became one of his most successful and iconic films, and it helped establish his reputation as a director known for blending social commentary with entertainment. Number 8. Finding the right RoboCop. Peter Weller was cast in the role of RoboCop in the 1987 film. It was a significant casting choice that contributed to the success and popularity of the character. At the time, Peter Weller was known for his work in films such as The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai, Across the Eighth Dimension, and Blue Velvet, 1986. He had also demonstrated his range as an actor in projects like The Elephant Man, 1980, and Leviathan, 1989. Weller's physicality and ability to convey emotion through body language made him an ideal choice for the role of RoboCop. The character required an actor who could portray the struggle between man and machine, and Weller brought a unique blend of vulnerability and strength to the role. Weller's performance as RoboCop received critical acclaim, and his portrayal of the character has become iconic in the years since the film's release. He reprised the role in the 1990 sequel RoboCop 2 and has left an indelible mark on the franchise. Number 7. Makeup and special effects. The makeup and effects in RoboCop 1987 were crucial in bringing the titular character to life and creating the film's gritty, futuristic atmosphere. The film made significant use of practical effects and animatronics, which were groundbreaking for their time. The primary creator behind RoboCop's iconic look was special makeup effects artist Rob Bottin, who had previously worked on films such as The Thing 1982. Bottin and his team designed and constructed a complex suit that incorporated various mechanical and robotic elements, while also allowing actor Peter Weller mobility. To achieve the metallic appearance of RoboCop's armor, a combination of fiberglass, foam, and other materials were used. The suit was also equipped with hydraulic systems to control the movement of the character's helmet, visor, and other parts. In addition to the RoboCop suit, the film featured numerous other makeup and special effects, including the horrifically injured face of Officer Alex Murphy before his transformation into RoboCop. These effects were achieved through the use of prosthetics and makeup techniques. How was RoboCop marketed to kids?
Robo, excuse me, Robo. Any special message for all the kids watching at home?
Stay out of trouble.
While RoboCop 1987 is not typically considered a film targeted towards children, there were various marketing efforts that aimed to appeal to a younger audience. It's important to note that the movie itself is rated R and contains violence and adult themes. However, certain toys, comics, and merchandise were released with kid-friendly branding and tie-ins. Here's some ways RoboCop was marketed to kids. Action figures. Despite being an R-rated film, a line of action figures based on the characters from RoboCop was produced. These action figures were marketed towards children and were available for purchase. The toy line included various versions of RoboCop, as well as other characters such as Ed 209 and Clarence Boddicker. The action figures were often prominently displayed in toy stores, alongside other popular toys of the era. The animated series. A cartoon series called RoboCop. The animated series was created as a spin-off of the movie. The animated show had a more lighthearted and less violent tone compared to the film. It focused on RoboCop's crime-fighting adventures and was intended for a younger audience.
He has become the ultimate super cop, RoboCop.
The cartoon allowed children to engage with the character and story in a more age-appropriate manner. Comics and books. Comic book adaptations and tie-in books based on RoboCop were published. These comics often had toned-down violence and mature themes compared to the film. They offered a medium through which younger audiences could explore the world of RoboCop in a more accessible way. Merchandise. Various merchandise items, such as t-shirts, lunch boxes, and trading cards featuring RoboCop were produced and marketed to kids. These items allowed children to engage with the character outside of the film and express their fandom. It's worth noting that due to the mature and violent content of the film, efforts were made to adapt and market RoboCop in a way that was more suitable for children. However, parents and guardians were ultimately responsible for determining whether the content was appropriate for their children. Number 6. RoboCop was first issued an X rating. RoboCop 1987 was initially given an X rating by the Motion Picture Association of America, which is the equivalent of an NC-17 rating today. The X rating was primarily due to the film's intense violence and graphic content. The director, Paul Verhoeven, to be a satirical and darkly comedic critique of society's obsession with violence and power.
Illegally parked on private property. You have 20 seconds to move your vehicle.
However, the X rating would have severely limited the film's audience and potential box office success, since X-rated films are typically associated with poor or extreme explicit content. To secure a wider release and reach a broader audience, the filmmakers had to make significant cuts and adjustments to reduce the level of violence and gore in the film. After several rounds of editing and modifications, the film was resubmitted, which eventually granted an R rating. The R rating indicates that the movie is restricted to viewers over the age of 17 unless accompanied by a parent or guardian. Even with the changes made to receive the R rating, RoboCop still contains intense violence, strong language, and adult themes, making it unsuitable for young children. RoboCop 1987 was followed by 2 direct sequels, RoboCop 2 1990 and RoboCop 3 1993.
Whoa, this is, the coolest thing I've ever seen. I mean, I was a kid.
What the hell is that?
While the original film was directed by Paul Verhoeven, the sequels were directed by different filmmakers. RoboCop 2 continues the story of the cyborg police officer, Alex Murphy, as he faces new challenges in a crime-ridden Detroit. The film delves deeper into the themes of corruption, corporate greed, and the consequences of unchecked power. Directed by Irvin Kershner, RoboCop 2 received mixed reviews but has gained a cult following over the years. RoboCop 3 takes the story in a slightly different direction, focusing on the ongoing struggle between the corrupt corporation OCP and a group of rebels fighting for justice. Directed by Fred Decker.
By the time you have the third film, the studio said to me, "We're looking for a kinder, gentler RoboCop."
Dope.
Received generally negative reviews and was considered a financial disappointment.
Count on it, chump.
In addition to the 3 live-action films, there have been other iterations of the RoboCop character, including animated TV series, comic books, and a reboot film in 2014. The franchise has become an enduring part of pop culture, known for its blend of action, science fiction, and social commentary. And that's going to do it for now. Please stay tuned for part 2 coming up soon. But be sure to subscribe and leave a comment on what next case you would like us to cover next. It's a small click for you, but for us, it really means a lot. And always remember,
The Dope Gang.